Alright, what's up everyone? This is going to be a review of Halo Reach. Now, this story takes place before Halo 1. So it's kind of interesting the way they took the actual campaign down. They pulled it off really well. Being that you already knew the ending, you already knew the planet was going to get glassed and everyone on it was going to die. So, knowing that, it must have been difficult to actually design it. Because by the time everything starts going really badly, about like middle game to the end, you actually care about your team, about Noble Team, and you actually care about the characters and everything that's in it, which was excellently done. There were some gripes I had with it, mainly because I'm big into the story of Halo and I read the books and stuff, and not everything lines up with the Fall of Reach, which was a book that was on the Fall of Reach. But so like there's some stuff with, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but there's some stuff with like how the ending merges in with the Halo 1 and stuff that don't add up. There's some stuff that doesn't add up with the book. But I mean, for the most part, it's good. For the most part, they kept it away from the book. But there are some cool Easter eggs in the story too. If you like do it on Legendary in some cases and look around some, maybe search YouTube for some of the videos, there's some cool Easter eggs. But moving on to the multiplayer. Now, the multiplayer is the best in any Halo. The story is, I liked all the other Halo story better, mainly because of the whole lore of it. The story was good, but the multiplayer is the best I've ever played of a Halo game. And that's saying something. So, in this one, in Halo 3, it was, you can customize your armor and stuff, but not like you can now. Now you can, there's more stuff you can customize on it. And there's more options in those sections that you can customize, and those customizations go over into the campaign too, and vice versa. So even the stuff in the cinematics and stuff. So if you have like a certain helmet on and a certain shoulder piece on in the multiplayer, if you go back and play the campaign, like I said, even in the cinematics, you'll have that armor on in the color and everything like you have in a multiplayer, which is really cool. So that's also there. The ranking system's changed up some. It's much nicer. It gets a little slow after the first few levels. I forgot how many. But once you get into like captains and stuff, no, not captains, but like officer status, it can kind of get slow. So maybe they should have smoothed that out some more, but I mean, it's mostly good overall. The matchmaking is bar none the best on anything I've ever played. Halo's always had the best matchmaking over Call of Duty, over Gears of War, over anything. So that's amazing, as always. And there's also an arena mode where it's actually like a competitive mode now. You don't get XP in it, but it's so you're not gonna get all the people that's just want XP in it. You can actually play competitively and have seasons and have rankings and stuff. Kind of, sort of like the StarCraft 2 rating system where there's different levels, and so it's basically sort of like that. Which that's awesome, and the new vehicles and weapons in the game are awesome. Now, the weapons more so because they've added a good number of those, which they replaced the BR with the DMR, which is, at first I was kind of iffy on it in the beta, but I like it now. It doesn't bother me at all, and I actually, that's like my favorite gun in the game basically. And just like the needle rifle and the plasma launcher and all that stuff has changed. Well, not changed, but added. There's some new vehicles, some variations on current vehicles and stuff, and it just makes the game feel newer. And the way they pulled it off with adding all this new stuff and to being nicer than the stuff in previous Halo games, even though the game takes place before the other ones, is that Reach was the basically the military capital for the human race. So basically, their R&D things, so they're researching all the stuff there, and so they had all like the more like they basically had all the prototypes there of all the weapons and equipment and stuff. So they were able to do that, and so it's kind of cool how they mixed it into the story. Also, Forge is amazing. This game, Halo 3 Forge was all right. You just drop stuff down and try to build it up and everything, and you can sort of make maps like that, but it wasn't as nice, nearly as nice as it is now. So basically, they added some features where you can have the structures and everything, or rocks or whatever, set so it's normal physics like what you had in Halo 3 Forge, where you just drop it and it'll fall down, and just like in the real world. There's also fixed where it'll bump into everything, it's like it's really there, but when you drop it, you can like place it in midair and it won't fall down or anything. It'll just stay there. No matter if you like shoot it or do an explosion or something, make it try to fly away, it'll still stay there. And there's phase now, which is the best, which you can take like a structure, let's say this is a wall, you can take a structure like this and like have it half in the wall, so you can like morph the environment how you exactly want it. There's still some features that are missing that I would like to see, but for the most part, it's about like, it's almost 100% improved from Halo, or from Forge and Halo 3. So it is absolutely fantastic. And getting into the legendary and limited edition of the game, which it is the most high quality legendary or collector's edition I've ever gotten of any game. It's from just the statue that are actually collectors, they're numbered and everything, to Dr. Halsey's journal, which has like, she wrote it and stuff. It makes it feel like that. Some of the pages are torn and stuff. There's like coffee, like where she set her coffee mug down on it, and there's like stains on some pages and stuff. And there's papers thrown in it, like she saw an article or something and put it in there. And it gives a lot of lore. I read through the whole thing, and it's very interesting. And so, I mean, it's bar none the highest quality collector's edition I've ever gotten. Bungie did an excellent job with it. Now, there is some bad things about it. Not everything is good. Most of the stuff, I would say about 99.9% of the game is good, but the AI, alright, so I played through on Legendary, beat the campaign on Legendary by myself, and the enemy AI was perfect. I mean, they were hard, it was smart, and I mean, it was pretty difficult to get through. But the allies AI sucked. I mean, they were kind of good with the shooting and stuff, but when anything having to do with a vehicle, they were horrible. Like, you would get in the vehicle, and you'd be waiting for them to get in the passenger side or on the turret or whatever, and it would take them like 10 seconds just standing right next to the Warthog for them to get in. So that was really janky. I don't know why they did that, why they didn't fix that. And then sometimes, or if you get in the turret and stuff and try to let them drive, they're horrible. I mean, the Halo 3 allies AI was awesome. I don't know what they did to it to make it that bad. I mean, it's bad, like I said, but it's not the worst thing ever. It's not the worst AI I've seen in a game. It's just, they're just slow on some stuff. Just with vehicles, basically, though. But everything else, like I said, the enemy AI is awesome, and all the other AI is awesome too. And getting back to the multiplayer, the maps in multiplayer, I don't think I've played one that I didn't like. So all of them are designed awesome, and there's even one where it has like very low gravity in it at the top of the map, and I mean, it's awesome how they implemented some stuff in it. They also brought back Blood Gulch, which is awesome, and Forge World. I didn't talk about Forge World. Basically, what Forge World is, it's a gigantic map, bigger than I've seen in any game before. Um, it's basically a blank slate. It has the Blood Gulch remake kind of in there, and then you can go outside that. There's just a whole bunch of like land that you can build your own maps on. There's some islands. There's like an arena type of thing. Maybe you do Griff Ball in. There's a thing on top of they're everywhere. It's massive. And that's just awesome. A sad thing about it is that this is gonna be Bungie's last Halo game, which like I can see why they did it, but I'm kind of scared for the next Halo game because 343 Industries, that section at Microsoft owns the Halo IP. So I hope they get a good studio to work on the next Halo game. But I'd give this game a 9.9 out of 10. I mean, the goodness overwhelms all the bad things it said, and I didn't even say that many bad things about it. I probably missed some stuff. I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff in it, but there's just so much new and everything on the game. Excellent swan song for Bungie's last Halo game. We'll see how the future goes for Halo, but this was an excellent game. So if you have a 360, it is a must buy. Must buy. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.